we are about to turn into Bali.
Yeah.
Meaning like, if I call you up in 2 years and say, hey, you want to come on the podcast? You'll be like, yeah, but I might need to stay the night.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're about to hit because you know how it is in Bali, like Canggu to Kuta.
Yeah.
It's bumper to bumper motorbikes.
Like
I think that's what this island could turn into.
Well,
but at least we have the infrastructure. The roads are okay.
That's a difficult one because everyone wants more people here. You know what I mean? But it's the quality of people that we're getting at the moment that's really shit.
Yeah.
You know, like certain groups of, you know, minorities, ethnics and all this type of shit and whatever it may be. But is
that the word you're looking for? Anyways, we love you.
I didn't say it.
I did. I'll take you guys can, no, it's okay.
But yeah. And then like with the growth as well of like martial arts in general, obviously like, you know, the UFC does a great job marketing and things like that. Like, and we're getting so many people coming to the gyms that, you know, like they don't have a clue, but fuck, you know, 5 years ago, no one else had a clue how to do anything. So like, it's just, yeah, with the world the way it is and like, you know, the power of social media and all this shit, people see these gyms and they're like, fuck man, I'm going there. But like, it's getting polluted at the moment, you know, like I avoid Geelong like the fucking plague, man. Like I don't say I hate Geelong, but I just like, ugh, every time I even have to go near the soy, I'm like it's great for a party. It was good for Songkran, but I'm like driving down there the other day, like, cause I have to go to Tiger once a week for like when I watch because they're really good. Joseph Henley, the head of MMA, is really, really, like I've known him for a long time and he lets me come and watch my boys who are sparring there that I'm coaching. So like I'll go to Tiger and watch the sparring, but then I'm like driving there, I'm like, this is fucked. Take me like 45 minutes to get from one end of the soy to the other because I'm in a car.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, this is chaos, you know?
You don't know how to walk properly on the road. Like they walk side by side.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Boys, you're going to get smoked by a fucking drunk Thai guy that's just drank a whole bottle of whatever, the Hong Tom or whatever. And I think there's a bit of a learning curve there and you can see them. It's getting flooded with too much green.
Yeah.
And are you starting to see people stay longer now? Like, maybe the years you were in Chalong, people come for a month or 2 months. I feel like a lot of people, they're coming and not leaving.
Yeah, 100%. And like, because I live in Rawai, and it's kind of like it's like a hierarchy, you know what I mean? A hierarchy of long stay. So once you do your little time in Geelong and you have a great time and you get over it because you're like, fuck, I've been here for 2 months, this place is chaos now, everyone just kind of shimmies down to Rawai. And then in Rawai, I've got all these people that are like 6 months to a year stayers, you know what I mean? And then I feel from there, everyone comes over to this side of town. And then you know, like people that have been through that kind of hierarchy end up being in like Surin, Bang Tao, things like that. And that's when they become, you know, like long-term citizens. But Rawai, I find I have like a lot of people that are there between 3 to 12 months.
I've been here 7 years, and you start to turn into like a crusty, angry old. It's different. It's no. I definitely. I'm always in a good mood in that sense. But it's you can walk out your door, and you can pretty much tell. You can eye how long people have been there just by mannerisms.
Yeah, exactly right.
Like that guy's brand new.
I had one in the car the other day. I was driving like through Naihan Beach. I'm like, these fucking tourists, man, they're pissing me off. And I was like, wait, hold on a second. Like I'm still, you know what I mean? Like. Yeah. I was like trying to just get through, like navigating through the beach. And then my mate's like, bro, you're a fucking tourist too. I was like, no, I've been here long enough to not be a tourist now, you know?
Yeah, at least there's that certain point where if you can throw it a little bit of Thai, your Thai is...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, numbers, food.
Yeah.
Enough that if you're getting gas from a bottle guy, he realizes you're not a tourist.
Yeah. You know, my heritage is Māori and Thai is very, very similar. They believe in the same kind of gods and things like that as well. Like, so it was like... Something that really spoke to me more on a cultural and spiritual level was when I was living here, or like part of the reason why I'm living here. Like my partner, she'll like take me to the temple, and I kind of understand things like the way that they do things very similar to the way we do things.
Could you give an example?
Just like the way they look at life is very similar. Like I said, their gods are very, very similar. Like they have like a water god and a land god and things like that. Like the Plapa Jet and. Like the tattoos as well, you know, like I've got my whole one half of my body in Sakyat, another half in Māori tattoos, and they're all very, very similar in representation of like what their certain things mean. So I like found a really kind of, you know, like homage to New Zealand in that inside of Thailand's culture.
Yeah, here, I mean, they're just more connected to the present, I find.
Yeah.
That's why people always, I mean, I'm doing on the business side and they go slow, and it's like, well, they're kind of just focused on today. They're not really worried. That's why when people when you promise things in the future to tie people, and from the business side that can be used as a strategy, like the carrot and the stick, it doesn't work here.
No.
They're like, well, what are you going to give me today? Like, I'm only alive today.
That's what I say to people too. Like, my number one thing when the boys come, like my friends come over, I'm like, bro, understand that going to 7-Eleven might take you 10 minutes. And they're like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, trust me. Like, you might go in for a bottle of water, but it might take you 10 minutes. And then they come out, they're like, fuck, man, this chick didn't even really give a fuck. I was standing there. I was like, what did I tell you, bro? Like, you know what I mean? You're on their time when it seems suitable, like whatever the situation is that it's in front of them. They don't panic. They're just like, sweet, oh yeah, now we'll serve you. Like, you know, you can just,
and when it's this weather, I like to go into 7-Eleven if I'm going for a water and walk. I like walking around these things. Just enjoying something about the air con in there.
Yeah.
It's so fresh. It's like you go in there and you're like, holy shit, this place it's heaven. If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.